Okay, hello friends. My name is Sachin Sonkusle and I am an Elliott wave practitioner. So today I'm going to cover Tata Motors in this analysis. So if you see, the Tata Motors has, completed the first wave of a bigger wave. So if you see the Tata Motors started on, trending upwards from March 23 around that time frame, and then we have the first wave, the second wave, the third wave, the fourth wave, and the fifth wave has ended over here. I'm not going to cover the like whatever has happened till now, the previous analysis, but however, like what is going to what's going to happen in future, and where we can see Tata Motors, that I'm going to cover in today's analysis. Also, I'm going to cover my in my analysis the 2-3 perspectives like which might possibility where the correction is going to end. So now we have completed this one bigger wave here till here. Now if you see, we are in the correction which has started around 11th of I mean 15th of September, that is 2021, and that was the first wave of the correction, that was A, B, now C. Now what happens if you see here, this is a very big wave till here, the wave 5 where it ended, and considering the length of the wave, the correction should be also be proportionate to that. So if you see over here the wave A, and considering his the proportionate of the wave 1 and the sub wave 1 of the bigger 5 wave, the correction was considering this proportionality, the correction ended somewhere here. Similarly, for this bigger 5 wave, let me just give you a rough drawing of like how that was. 1 2, here's a 3 wave, it's a 4 wave, and here's a 5 wave. So if you see, this is now the 5 wave has ended, but this is a bigger wave 1. So what I mean is like this is a bigger wave and in a larger time frame. So this is just a wave 1, and now we are in wave 2. So let me just put it, I'll just check make it a primary. Okay, so if we see over here, now we are in the wave 2. So we still have wave 3 and wave 4 coming in, but when they're going to come it after the end of the correction of the wave 2. Where that correction is going to end, that we're going to see it now. So let me just remove this one because it will create more complexity for you guys. We'll just focus on this correction for now. And is there a possibility like where we can still make a money in the correction in a uh, in a positive manner? So let's see here, the wave 1, wave A is completed, wave B is completed, and we are in wave C. In wave C, if you see like first, second, third, fourth, and now we're in the wave 5. The wave 5 is a is a triangle. Now, if you see the wave 5, the wave 5, the first wave is wave A, B, C, D, and we're going to see one more wave, which is wave E. Now, wave E can end over here. It can get here, or it can end over here. It can get slightly below the AC support line of the triangle. Now, where wave is going to end, we don't know. Other possibility is we might be still in the wave B, and we are still yet to see wave C, wave D, and wave E. Now what is going to happen after the completion of wave V? There are like two possibilities. The first possibility is this larger correction will be a W, and then we might see one more wave X and then wave Y. Now what wave Y will be turned out? Wave Y can be a triangle. Wave Y can be another zigzag ABC, or it could be a flat where the the waves will be like A, B, and C. Now what could be that? That we'll see around later. The next possibility, I mean, I'm just giving you like all the various options that could happen, and then we'll also see like where we can still make a money. The next possibility could be, the wave E will end over here. I mean, consider like wave B complete over here, wave C complete over here, wave D, and wave E. Now, if the wave E completes over here, and if you see, you know, a smaller, if you can measure it, like if you can see a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and 5. Now this I'm just drawing over here because it's because of the screen size and all that, but this wave 3 will be, so that is one of the possibilities. So after completion of wave E, we'll say wave 1, wave 2, and then wave 3 or wave 5. So this will be the first wave, this will be second wave, and this will be third wave. That is one of the possibility. However, can you tell me in advance like whether it's going to be a wave 1 or wave X, which I has mentioned earlier? No, we don't know. But what we know is, so first thing is like if this continues and if it goes above over here, so we'll label that as wave B. However, if this get reverses from here, this means like we have completed wave A, B, C, D, and we are going to see one more fall, which is going to be wave E. Now, in either of the case, consider the first case where I'm mentioning like, okay, this might, if it keeps moving up and if it's like touches this point around here and then reverses, so this will be just a wave B is completed, and then we are in wave C, then we'll see one more wave D, and then wave E. So even if it's going to be this case or the one which I mentioned earlier, like wave B is completed, and if it's going to reverse from here and going to come down where we'll see wave E, in either of this case we are going to make many half. The first thing is like, as I mentioned, consider like this scenario, okay, we leave this scenario outside, consider we are still in correction. So what's going to happen? We are going to see wave W, so we are going to still see wave X. This means if we take this as correction still going on, and then wave Y, if we just put a money over here till this point X, which is going to touch at the end of the fourth wave, we can see a jump. So if you put a money over here, we're still going to make maybe how much, 466, and I'm just taking 375, 76 say. So you're still going to make 110 rupees per share. So again, it's a huge profit. I mean, 110 rupees per share. It's a huge profit. If you just buy only maybe 100 shares or 200 shares as well, 200 into 100, you make it like 20,000, 21,000. You can easily make it out. The other possibility is like, even if this doesn't turn out to be a wave X, and considering like the correction ended over here, and this turns out to be a wave 1, where we'll see minor 5 waves on a daily chart. So if it's going to be like this, something like this, I'm just taking one wave 1. Okay, 3, 4. I'm just, so in this wave 1, I'm just like putting one more wave as subdivision of a wave at a smaller time frame. Okay. Then wave here, which is like a completion of wave 1. Still we're going to make a profit. So even if it's an X wave, if it's going to be a wave 1 of a bigger the third wave, still we are going to make a profit in any case. So now you have to just keep a patience. You have to see whether it comes from here or it goes slightly above the above the resistance of wave B, and ends up somewhere here where we name this as wave B rather than wave D, and then it comes down. In either of the case, we are going to definitely make a profit. So guys, just wait for the wave to fall, until 374, 375, and then put your money. That's it for today. Thank you very much.